You know, whenever I predict regarding a cricket match and it goes wrong, I get very, very frustrated and angry at myself. But today wasn't that day. Hello everyone, this is Kabir and welcome back to another video to my channel. In this video, we talk about the predictions that I made regarding the cricket match the day before. Then we do the post-match analysis regarding the toss, the pitch, the team selection, the key moments during the game, the turning point of the game, and finally, who I think was the real man of the match. And then we finally conclude with a preview of the match of the next day. Let's begin. But today's game was Lucknow Super Giants versus Chennai Super Kings, the two wicket-keeping captains. My prediction, I had no hope with Chennai Super Kings. I had already said it, as much as I want them to make a comeback, I don't know what the score is going to be, what the pitch is, whatever happens. I just think Chennai will again bottle it. They just don't have the squad, the players, the depth, the squad depth basically. I didn't see them making a comeback. That was my only prediction. Now let's get on to the post-match analysis. The toss. Chennai Super Kings won the toss and decided to field first. Pretty brave regarding that they haven't been able to chase properly. A team like Lucknow Super Giants could have easily made 180 or 180 plus regardless of the pitch. The pitch was a mixed pitch. I think it was like 70% or 80% red soil, 20-30% black soil. So it was going to be easy to bat as well, but it would assist the spinners a lot. The team selection. Now this is where the surprise hits up. Chennai Super Kings, they dropped R. Ashwin and Devon Conway. They introduced a new player, Sheikh Rasheed instead of Devon Conway, and Jamie Overton. Very interesting choices. We're going to be talking about that later. Lucknow Super Giants was pretty much that Mitchell Marsh had returned. You know, the problem with Chennai Super Kings was they didn't have a power play bowler to support Khalil Ahmed, and Ashwin was leaking runs as well. So one of them was dropped and one of them was changed. Anshul Kamboj that returned right away got the big fish, Nicholas Puran. They kept trying to feeding him on the offside. They had a complete offside field empty. Most of the leg side was covered, so they kept bowling on the offside, and Puran kept missing it. Somehow he couldn't time it, and the one time he moved his stance, he basically put his feet right in front of the off stump to be prepared for the same delivery, and that's where the surprise Anshul Kamboj hits in, puts an in-swinger, and bam, LBW. That was one of the key turning points that changed the game. What could have been an above par total, now LSG had to rely on someone else because Markram had got out in the first over itself. Khalil Ahmed, I mean, the more you praise him, the less it is. I think Mitchell Marsh was struggling against Ravindra Jadeja, and I thought maybe there's a good matchup. And when I saw one of the stats was he has a strike rate of less than 90, I believe, and Jadeja has got him out like 2-3 times or 4 times, something like that. And guess what happened? Jadeja kept bowling him outside off stump, and then one of them he just slides it back into the stumps, and when Marsh thought it would be slightly short and he could pull it to the leg, bam, straight into the stumps. So Jadeja tricked and set up Marsh really well. Now most of the responsibility after the top 3 were gone was on Rishabh Pant. But Dhoni seems like he's the captain of Delhi's Ranji Trophy team. He should be more experienced now. He's been playing IPL for a while. He's been retained by LSG as an uncapped player. But he does seem like he has the skill and the talent. He's hitting it. But boy, he literally got 2 lives. One became somehow a no ball because it was a third bouncer of the over for a fast bowler. And one of them was a very close call of LBW. Did seem like the ball was gripping for the spinners. He could have stayed longer and played for Rishabh Pant, and maybe if Rishabh Pant got out, Dhoni would have carried that job. But no, he got out of this crease, and Jadeja being Jadeja, doing Jadeja things, spun it back outside off stump, and bam, MSD doing MSD things, and he got stumped. He had no clue what just hit him. He should have known Pacers are going to come towards the end. Why didn't he wait for that? I think that also derailed LSG's run fest. That could have been not a run fest, but it could have reached at least 170, 175, and that would have been really difficult on this pitch. Noor Ahmed kept Pant in his pocket. It's one of those phrases you use in football, but today I'm going to use it in cricket because he literally kept Rishabh Pant in his pocket. Pant could not hit him. He just could not even rotate the strike properly. He could not get a boundary. It was quite a tough wicket as it seemed, and Pant slowly took his time and then started doing Pant things and started hitting boundaries, and he eventually got to a decent total. If there was a little bit more support from one more batsman like Dhoni, Puran, I don't blame him. Law of averages catches him up, but maybe Marsh, because they seemed like a little bit of rash shots, they could have had a very good total, and CSK would not have chased above 180 most likely. Now let's get on to CSK's innings. The one surprise change that they had made, Sheikh Rasheed. He changed the game. He set up the tempo in the power play. He showed Chennai how you're supposed to bat in the power play in the modern day of T20 cricket. So that was refreshing to watch, and which gave confidence to Rachin Ravindra. It gave him time to settle down, ease down his nerves, which he usually takes his time and then gets going. Rachin Ravindra is not the kind of batsman who can hit from ball one. And then it was a good partnership in the power play, and it seemed like it's going to be an easy chase. I think Markram bowled really well along with Ravi Bishnoi. They really troubled the batsmen, including the spin basher like Shivam Dube. Divesh Rathi, I expected a lot more on this pitch, but he was trying too many varieties. Like I said, these wrist spinners have a knack of trying too many things instead of just bowling stump to stump. Overall, I thought that was great captaincy by Rishabh Pant, the way he was rotating his bowlers, defending this low target. At some point, it seemed like, CSK going to choke again. But MSG promoted himself at the right time and pretty much just hit for the boundaries. But the one mistake maybe Pant made was not bowling out Ravi Bishnoi's fourth over. I thought maybe Jew had hit in, but then when I saw that the new ball was changed, since there's a new rule now that after 10 overs you can change the ball if there's dew. That's what helped Mumbai Indians against Delhi Capitals. So maybe if the new ball was given, he should have handed over right away to Ravi Bishnoi. We all know MS Dhoni struggles against spinners, especially leg spinners. But I don't know what happened. He gave the ball to Avesh Khan and then Shardul Thakur. Shardul Thakur looked out of sorts today. Shardul Thakur just couldn't get into the rhythm because in the power play itself, when Sheikh Rasheed pretty much took him on heads up, that kind of probably derailed his confidence, and that you could see Shardul Thakur's last 2 overs, he went for a lot of runs. But whatever the reason, whatever the due, I think the 4th over Bishnoi should have been there. When you know sometimes Shardul Thakur is having an off day and Ravi Bishnoi is high in confidence, sometimes you have to go with the confident person more rather than the skill itself. So, but it's okay. I don't blame Pant. He's been really good as a captain this season. He's finally back in form as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see when Mayank Yadav returns for Lucknow. I think this team will be very tough later on in the stages. The turning point. Maybe that Ravi Bishnoi's 4th over could have been the turning point. The man of the match. I think the captains. The captains were certainly the man of the match today. Rishabh Pant as well as Mahendra Singh Dhoni, because Pant was brave with his field placements and bowling changes, except that 4th over Ravi Bishnoi. But overall, Pant defending this low total, that itself shows he has the knowledge and the skill as a captain. And he took responsibility as the batsman as well. MS Dhoni, he brought out the key changes. Now that we've finished talking about the post-match analysis, I'm going to give a little update on why the teams at the bottom, such as Hyderabad, Mumbai and Chennai, have been started winning again. So what actually changed their fortunes? If you look at the Hyderabad's team, what was the one change they made? Instead of coming to Mendes, they got Ahsan Malinga. I kept repeating before as well that Hyderabad's bowling attack, the pacers are not getting the third pacer that used to help them. For example, Bhuvi and Natarajan. So if Bhuvi and Pat Cummins were bowling well, Natarajan used to be that third bowler. That's what that was missing. Simarjeet was going for runs. So when they got at Ahsan Malinga, right away he got a wicket. So instead of going up to a 260, 270 total, or even 280 of a total, they decreased it to 245. So that was one key. That gave them confidence. And that kind of changed their fortunes as well, if you think about it. When they knew that this pitch is a 280 total and it's only 245, automatically they felt more confident. It was the third pacer basically that SRH was missing. Now if you look at Mumbai Indians, they had the pacers, they have the batsmen. The opener, even if Rohit Sharma didn't work, Rickleton came back in form. Tilak and Sky and Pandya, no brainer. They always do well. Now Mandir started doing well, so the finishing looks slightly better. Mitchell Santner was the only spinner, but wasn't getting more assistance with the other spinner. It was a young spinner like Vignesh Puthur. In high pressure situations, sometimes you need an experienced guy. And their trump card was Karan Sharma. I think that also was the right guy they brought into the game and completely changed the scenario. So what was Mumbai missing in bowling? A key spinner to support Santner. What was Hyderabad missing in there? A third pacer. Now Chennai, what were they missing? They were missing the fiery stroke maker, the guy who bats at a strike rate of 150, 180, 200 in the power play. They had Rachin Ravindra as an anchor, but they didn't have that firepower in the upfront that could have helped with chasing a target or posting up an above par total. Sheikh Rasheed helped with that. He took off the pressure. So the power play batsman, the key change. And in the middle order, they were missing one power hitter. Basically, Dhoni can't do everything in terms of hitting sixes. And Dube, since GAIKWAD is out, they needed someone who can actually hit big shots from the ball go, who can go for boundaries. Jamie Overton. He also gives you a bowling option. He seems to be a slightly upgraded version of Sam Curran. He didn't get to bat this game, sure. He went for runs as a bowler, sure. But the one game he played, I remember, the first ball he faced and he had hit for 6. I don't remember which game it was. If you guys remember, let me know in the comment section down below. So overall, if you see, Mumbai was missing a key spinner. They got Karan Sharma. Hyderabad was missing a third pacer. They got Ehsan Malinga. CSK was missing firepower in power play. They got Sheikh Rasheed. And they were missing a second power play bowler as well, Anshul Kamboj. But today, they also got a trump card of a power hitter in the middle. So the key changes that these guys have made, which is why they've started winning. You will start seeing improvements in CSK, MI and Hyderabad because they have rectified their problem. Now, tomorrow's game is Punjab versus KKR. Shreyas Iyer returning against his old team. It's going to be in Mullanpur, and Punjab needs to rectify their problem in their bowling department because Lockie Ferguson is injured. And I think Chahal needs to step up. Maybe Harpreet Brar can be introduced because Mullanpur is a spin-friendly wicket. It will help the spinners. The ball will grip. If they end up deciding to have a flat wicket to nullify KKR spinners, then that's a different story. Instead of Harpreet Brar, you can try to bring Omar Zai as well. Maybe replace a guy like Maxwell or maybe Jansen as well. Because Jansen has been a terrible, terrible bowler. They could try dropping Chahal and try to get in Omar Zai if they want to give a flat wicket because Chahal will go for runs. He's not confident enough. Will Punjab take a chance with flat wickets because what happened in Hyderabad, they probably wouldn't want that. They might go for a slightly sluggish wicket, so I do see Harpreet Brar coming back in to assist Chahal as a spinner. It could be a double-edged sword because KKR spinners can really, really damage Punjab. But again, Shreyas Iyer has played with most of the players in KKR over there when he was a captain, so he knows them well. Shreyas Iyer versus Varun Chakravarti will be a treat to watch. Shreyas Iyer versus Narayan will be a treat to watch. Maybe if Moeen Ali is playing, that will be interesting to see. KKR wants to have a trump card. Regardless of the pace, they could try Nokia, his extra pace. Maybe that could trouble the young batsmen that are Punjab's openers, such as Priyansh Arya, Prabhsimran Singh. If they can get those 2 wickets in the power play itself, regardless of the pitch, KKR could be on top. So these are the few key balances that could happen. What I think is Punjab is not going to give a proper sluggish wicket, but it is going to give some assistance to spinners. It's not going to give completely a rank turner or a very, very slow wicket because it doesn't suit their batting style, and it's not going to help them when KKR's bowlers could really, really damage them. Overall, when I see the pitch tomorrow, I'll probably be able to predict the score better, but I don't think they're going to give a pitch that will have more runs than 180 to 200. They don't want a complete flat highway, but they don't want a complete rank turner as well. They will try to balance it out. KKR would most likely win just because of the team that they have. They have a more balanced team, right from the batting lineup, the all-rounders, the openers, the middle order, their bowling options, their pacers as well, their spinners. Punjab has a lot of work to do in their bowling department, their spinning department, their pacers basically as well, the lower order batsmen like Maxwell and middle order batsmen like Stoinis. Punjab has a lot more gaps as compared to KKR. So logically, I think KKR would win, but somehow I do believe if Shreyas Iyer makes the key changes according to the pitch he will give, I see Punjab quite winning it because Shreyas Iyer probably knows KKR's team inside out, their weaknesses, their strengths. He will know how to target them, and he would probably want to make a statement as well. Shreyas Iyer would definitely want to make a statement against KKR. I don't think he's going to take this game very lightly. He's definitely going to give a pitch that will suit their team. He's going to make a few key changes, maybe Omar Zai and Harpreet Brar. I do see them playing. I do see Vaishak playing as well. So it's going to be a very, very cracker of a game. My prediction is, regardless of how good KKR's team is, I think just because of Shreyas Iyer's brilliance and his personal vendetta that he might have against KKR for letting him go, I expect Punjab to plan out better and win. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to my channel, and please do go follow me on Instagram. That's where I post my predictions for the match the day before. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.